Oh, the gold just wins every time for me, doesn't it? I don't know about you guys, but there's something about gold. Now, of course, the silver is slightly bigger, but oh boy, these coins are pretty, but the gold just takes it for me. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a warm welcome to you all joining us for the first ever In Focus Thursday. We have pulled forward by one day our normal Friday coin review show because the Royal Mint has sent me the latest Queen's Beast White Greyhound of Richmond coin as a first exclusive look. As far as I'm aware, this is the first time anybody's seen them in hand and showcased them. So a big thank you to the Royal Mint for sending these coins to me. They are not to keep, unfortunately. The gold one would have been lovely as a little Brucey bonus, but nevertheless, exclusive content for you guys here on YouTube, so please let the Royal Mint know that you appreciate that by putting a thumbs up on this video and commenting down below with your thoughts on this coin. We're going to put them to the test up close to the camera to have a look at the design, the quality, and see what everything is all about. I should just point out that the Royal Mint have not paid for this review in any way. This is very much my own thoughts and opinions on the coin. It's how I see it, how I view it. Your opinions may differ, and that is really important, so please do share them down below. So, let's have a look at the White Greyhound of Richmond. And here is the design by Jody Clark. Now, for those who've been following my channel for quite the while, you'll know that I'm a big fan of the Queen's Beast series and Jody Clark as a coin designer. I think that he has done an incredible job with the entire Queen's Beast series. Now, some will say that some designs are a bit lackluster compared with others, and yes, there's going to be an element of truth to that. And there's a lot of people who say the same thing about this Greyhound coin as it being a bit of a lackluster design, and there are some issues with it that some people are pointing out. However, for me, I have to say that this coin and this design has warmed on me since I first saw the image. Now, as a owner of dogs which are not very dissimilar to greyhounds, we have lurchers, which are a mixed breed of greyhounds and other dogs. We were really looking forward to this coin. When I first saw the image, I have to say I was a little bit like, is it good? And then I reflected on it. And I have to say that this image, this design, has warmed on me over the last couple of weeks since I first saw it. And I'll tell you exactly for why. There's a lot of criticism out there that says that this is a very submissive pose for a dog. The arched back, the tail between the legs, the haunches there, indicates that the dog is cowering, whimpering away, it's not very happy. But for anybody out there who has either owned or seen greyhounds running around, zooming around, leaping, jumping and playing, you'll see that actually this pose is not very uncommon at all. It's actually probably the most common thing that they do when they pivot around on their back legs chasing balls, and I know that's the case for our dogs, and I don't really have a problem with that sort of, you know, it's a dog in motion. And in terms of the rest of the aesthetics of the design, I have to say it's pretty well done. Like, the face is really attractive. I think it's focused. I think it looks good. It looks like it's seen a squirrel or a ball out on the left side of the field. You know, the muscles on the front there, some people have likened it to the bodybuilder of Mortimer, as I call it, the White Lion of Mortimer. But, you know, greyhounds are very muscly dogs, and our lurchers both have stupidly well-defined muscles in their front legs. These dogs are built for speed, and they use their muscles to get that. So I don't have too much of a problem with the aesthetics of the design. The only part that I would say is not quite sitting with me right is the tummy. So a greyhound or a lurcher style dog really does have a very slender body, and that tummy sticking out there is either indicating this is a very well-fed greyhound, or it's perhaps you know, not quite anatomically correct. So all told, I actually really like the design. I think it's warmed on me quite a lot. So let's have a quick look at the gold version now as we talk about it. I think that it crowns out the series really well. Of course, this is the 10th release in the Queen's Beast series, and it's the 10th one now for the Bullion. Of course, there are other editions like the proofs and some of the 10-ounce Bullions which are not been released yet. They'll be following in various different time scales. But, you know, generally speaking, I think this is a fantastic series and a fantastic way to end the series as well. There are some beasts in this series which are better than others, and if you're going to rank every single one, it's going to be a close call between a number of them for sure. Do I rank the Queen's Beast White Greyhound of Richmond up there in the top 3? I'd probably say no. I think it's still going to go, you know, Lion, Dragon, Griffin in whatever order you want for the top 3. But it's certainly in the top 5 for me. I think it's definitely one that's warmed to me. there's always going to be a limitation on how sexy you can make a design of a dog compared to a griffin or a dragon or a unicorn. So there's always going to be limitations on that. But in general, I think it's a fantastic coin, a really, really interesting take on the design by J.D. Clark, and one which I commend him for. So well done to the Royal Mint for the design. I have to say, combined side by side, whoa, the gold just wins every time for me, doesn't it? I don't know about you guys, but there's something about gold. Now, of course, the silver is slightly bigger, but oh boy, these coins are pretty, but the gold just takes it for me. I'd love to know what you think though, so please let me know. Now, in terms of quality, I want to talk a little bit about quality. So one criticism that I will levy towards the Royal Mint, and this is of course going to be down to it's down to sort of production choices, and with any kind of coin that any mint will produce, you always got to decide about mass production versus individual coin production and handling and putting into individual capsules. So one thing that you'll notice here that I haven't mentioned yet is there's some scuffs and scratches on the top left of the plane of this coin. By the way, we haven't actually turned over the coins to the other side to see what they look like on the other side. It is just Queenie. There is Queenie in all her glory with the radial pattern design. Very, very good security features. Don't really need to focus too much on that. I want to focus on this other side where there is this little spot of rim damage, rim ding. Now, this is indicative of pretty much all of the Queen's Beast 2-ounce coins, and that's because they are produced and then supplied in tubes of coins, so the rims will ding up against each other, and on some occasions with the earlier releases you did see quite a lot of sort of face dinging onto the Queen because of the raised profile of her cheeks, and you would tend to see little marks on that. So that's going to be my kind of only criticism levied towards the Royal Mint in terms of the quality. Often you'll find that the quality of these 2-ounce coins, these 2-ounce silvers, are probably the lowest of all of the different offerings in this range. It does come in the 2-ounce silver, 10-ounce silver will be coming out at some point, I would imagine in 2021, 1-ounce gold and 1/4-ounce gold. Those are the only kind of bullion grades, and I think if you are after a perfect specimen of a coin, your best bet is to go for gold, because or the 10-ounce silver, to be honest, because ultimately those 2-ounce silvers will just bump around, ding up and scratch each other. Is that a massive problem that will just write them off completely? No, because they're bullion coins, and I still think that they've got a place. I think that if you are going to be looking at buying them directly from the Royal Mint might be your best option to try and get the best quality one as possible. And to that end, the Royal Mint do have everything listed for sale in the range today, so that's one of the reasons why this video is going out a day early. So if you are interested in them and you want to find out more about the coins and all of the design, then all of the links are down in the description below. So yeah, from my perspective, I do think that these are pretty cool coins. I think they're pretty awesome designs. I like them. A few quality control issues as we've seen on this one here, and it's I think quite telling. Again, this is no major criticism to the Royal Mint because it's just part of doing business. If you're a coin manufacturer, sometimes there will be little dings and dents, but this is the coin they sent to me for revealing and showcasing, and it's got these little dings on there, and that's perhaps indicative of the production line of them. I don't know, maybe not. I have had plenty of 2-ounce Queen's Beasts in my own collection which are perfect, and I haven't seen any imperfections on them or any scratches, so perhaps it's just a little bit of a one-off unlucky trait for this particular coin. But all things told, really, really good design, really good series. I'd love to know your thoughts on them, so please do let me know down in the comment section what you think about the Queen's Beast series, about this White Greyhound of Richmond. We haven't really talked about the White Greyhound part of it. So the White Greyhound is a very heraldic sigil that's been part of British history for a very long time, dating all the way back to Richard III and Henry VII. There are really, really sort of strong ties back to the Tudor house, and you can see the Tudor Rose underneath the crest there on the coin to showcase that design. So yeah, I am very, very happy with these. I think that they are going to crown out my series really well when I take delivery of them. I think that the series is fantastic to date, and I would like to put a little thank you here at the end of the video to the Royal Mint for sending me these coins to have a first look at for all of you. I think that's a really incredible thing, and that's partly down to all of you here in the camera for watching and supporting the channel. The Royal Mint has seen and noticed what we do, which is really exciting. And I can't tell you exactly what, but I can tell you that there will be more videos like this coming out in the not too distant future. So if you needed no better reason to subscribe than that, hit that subscribe button with the alarm bell on if you want to see some really very, very cool things coming out from the Royal Mint. There's some Really interesting stuff. So thank you to the Royal Mint once again. Thank you to all of you for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Give it a score out of 10, and that's its ranking in the Queen's Speech. That's what I'd be interested to find out. I think I'm giving it number 4 or number 5 in my spot, behind the lion, the griffin, and the dragon. So 4 or 5, I don't know. It's maybe the unicorn or the white lion. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe I'll do a kind of full rundown of all of the 10 of them at some point in the future. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Have a great weekend ahead. And as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.